John Swindles here with Callum Smith, who recently came off his sixth first-round stoppage, first in British history to achieve that. How did it feel achieving that goal, Callum?
Good, very good. I think I was, just as surprised as everyone else. Generally, I had in my head I was getting some good rounds in with Mendy, who's a good fighter, and even like the first 20 seconds of the fight, he had a good jab, and he was making me think a lot more than I had in my previous fights. But luckily I managed to catch him in a good shot, and I think the first shot was the one that won me the fight. I don't think he recovered off it.
And how does it feel to be working with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing?
Good. I believe he's the best in the business of this job, and that's the reason I signed him. I spoke to a few others, and he seemed to be the one who had a plan and knew what he wanted to do with me and where we were going, and we stuck to it. He promised to keep me active, and he has, and I'm more than happy with how my first year in my career is going.
You had Stephen here today sparring with Scott Quigg. He recently came off a great win against Gary Buckland, who finished him in Wales on the Nathan Cleverley undercard. What did you think about that stoppage?
Very good. I think it was some world-class shot, and landed perfect. And I think out the three, my brother's British title fight, I think he had the toughest one. He was a big underdog going in, and rightly so. Gary Buckland was, he's proven at super featherweight to beat everyone there and about, and he was the number one for a reason. But we knew how good Stephen was, and a lot of people forgot how good he was. He had one bad night and lost, and everyone wrote him off. But people who've been working with him, know what he's capable of, and we were confident he'd do what he'd done, and he come away with a great win and a British title, and it's only the start for him.
And also there you've got Paul, who just recently won a title as well. Do you want to tell us about that fight?
Yeah, good. I think a lot of people were saying, is Paul finished? And because he's been doing a lot of commentating work, he was getting asked a lot of times he retired, and I think that was annoying him, because I think he's still got a lot left to give, and I think that's shown in the Tony Dodson fight. A lot of people said it was the best they've seen of him in a few years, so it shows he's still learning all the time under Joe, and again, there's still a lot more to come from him.
And working with Joe Gallagher is one of the hottest British trainers at the minute. How does it feel to be working with him, and what makes him so good?
I think just his work ethic. He puts a lot of time in with his lads. It's like a 24/7 job for him. He's in the gym in the morning, gym in the night, track in the night, and then even when he goes home, he's studying opponents and stuff. So, he puts a lot of time in, and he deserves all his awards. And I feel he's got the best stable in the country at the moment.
And when can we next expect to see you in the ring?
26th of October in Sheffield on the Kelbrook bill. So looking forward to that. I think it's 4 weeks Saturday.
Have you got an opponent for that day?
Not yet. No, just looking to get someone. I think it might be an international opponent. So hopefully I can get some good rounds in. Good valuable experience in the later rounds, which I feel is what I need.
Cleared out the English, all the English contenders now. No one left. All the first round knockouts.
Yeah, I think there's no one really for me to fend against, and I think there's a lot of prospects in my weight division, but I think a lot of them are looking to fight with me for the British title, which is rightly so. You know what I mean? So I think English level, there's not many people there for me to defend against. So I'll get an international opponent, and I'll start getting my rankings up with the governing bodies.
Fantastic. And then any messages you might want to send to your fans, to any possible future opponents?
No, just keep watching me and keep following me, and hopefully we can go a long way.
And you also recently defeated Gavin Rees. You were the underdog in that fight. How did that feel?
Yeah, no, it was a great win for me. It was a career best win for me. I boxed a very good fighter in Gavin and beat him in a close fight.